everyone. Thanks for joining me tonight. It's Seek and You Will Find, and you can ask me a question in the chat bar, and I'll give you an answer in the form of a healing tonight. I'm going to go ahead and set the energy for tonight's Seek and You Will Find with a prayer. As we cleanse and heal the temple of the soul, may it be with the blessing of divinity, that it shine its countenance upon us and bring us peace in body, mind, and spirit. Amen. All right. I'm going to start with a question that I received on text first. I am currently on a trip in Guatemala with my boyfriend. I have some unfinished financial business that we are going to complete from here. Can you please set the energy for a positive and final outcome for the home refinance, and also set the energy for romance and honest connection for the rest of our trip? Yes. So that's a two-part question. So I'm going to take a look first at the financial aspect of it. This has a nice green color to it, like the color of money, and it's shiny, like the color of a lawn. And there's a little bit of brown in there that I can help you release. But I have to say, there's been a lot of improvement from the month before this, because I remember working on this last month, and there's been a lot of improvement. A lot of what I saw last time was some really stuck brown energy, and that seems to be breaking up. Good, that's starting to move. And as the brown releases, there's some really nice yellow gold coming in. And this also has the look of winding down to completion. I'm taking someone's male greed out of it. There, that's starting to look really good. It's much brighter and happier and really shiny. So that looks really good now. I'm going to fill that in with gold, and then I'll give your romance a healing. Okay. Now I'm saying hello to your romantic space. This is vibrating at a red, like a really nice deep red. And there's a lot of unity in this. That's really nice to see. As you had asked about enhancing the connection, there's already a really good connection in here. Honestly, it has the look of like two lovebirds together. I love that. There's a little bit of stress and anxiety that I'm clearing. And mostly that looks like it's coming from your boyfriend, not you. And now some yellow gold is coming in. And you know what I like about this is there's a lot of space in the relationship, a lot of space, but it's a very positive thing. Space between the two of you, and where I see each of you can allow the other to have their space. Okay. That changed almost entirely to a yellow, like a yellow gold instead of the red. And I'm going to go ahead and fill that in with a big gold sun. That looks really good. And thank you for the request. Um, I think I'll do a real quick relationship healing for everybody, because that was a good request. And really what I wanted to do is clear out the energies that try to get between you and whoever you're in a relationship with, the destroy energy that can come in. There's some low level beings, clearing those out, and just some like dark, heavy energy. Good. All right. Let me fill that space in with some gold. Yeah, taking destroy energy out of a relationship space makes a big difference. That actually healed that space really quickly. So thank you for that request. And I'm going to go to the board here. Hang on a second. Okay. Can you tell me what's going on in Joe's head in regards to our relationship? After telling him I would give him space to work through feelings of guilt, etc., I haven't heard from him in about a month. Can I get a healing on my breaking heart? And then being given the name. Thank you. Well, what I see is this person takes a long time to clear their pictures. And he is sitting in a heap of guilt and hasn't really moved much off of that point. So I'm going to give him a healing too. See if we can't loosen up some of that guilt. And what I see is that he wants to reach out, but he's in a lot of pain. So I'm going to try to help give him a clearing on that. Yeah, he's stuck in a picture that he's done something really wrong. And I'm trying to decharge that. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing him up to gold and asking Supreme Being to give him a next step healing. And that next step healing involves forgiveness for himself. And Supreme Being is telling me, because I'm listening, that you could use a forgiveness healing as well. And I know the waiting is very, very painful. And just like I was doing a moment ago with everyone clearing destroy energy out of the relationship space, I'm going to do that again for you. Because there is a lot of destroy energy coming from other people in your particular situation. And so I'm just erasing a lot of it. Okay. Also brought both you and Joe up to gold together in like your own bubble. And that was good because that bubble came up to gold. I'm going to fill that relationship bubble in with some gold. And the Supreme Being is filling you in with some strength and purpose and love. Okay, there you go. Thank you for that request. I hope that helps. Okay. I have a cough, sinus pain, virus. Please help us with this and strengthening our immune system. And the hour refers to family. Cough, sinus pain, virus. Okay. It looks to me like everybody who's gotten sick in the family is matched on a defeat picture, like feeling defeated. So I'm going to ground that too. I'm watching a lot of stuff drain now, like down your throat. And did you say, it looks like your sinuses are infected? Good, that's starting to move out. Like the energy that I see is looking like it's infected. And that's being replaced with some yellow energy, which is a higher energy vibration. And a lot of white energy is being released. And that picture of feeling defeated is starting to loosen up. Gonna hook you all up to Supreme Being for a next step healing. Okay, good. There was some communication about how everybody's so blended, like energetically blended in the family, that's how come this virus is going around. Okay, I'm going to fill you all in with some gold. And everybody's got a little more space now from each other. Okay, big gold suns for everyone. Okay, thank you for that request. I hope that helps. Can you help me release any attachments to suffering that are ready to release, particularly in the areas of love, purpose, and financial abundance and stability? I like that question. So what I'm doing is letting Supreme Being do the healing, and it's at gold. And the first thing is that Supreme Being is reminding you that you're not here on this planet to suffer. And the whole healing is at gold. It's really cool. It's like watching pieces just break away from you, like dark places and almost dry, like sticks or something breaking off of you, places where you have patterns of suffering. There's a really beautiful, deep, rich blue-green coming into your abundance space right now. And some pink in your love space. What was the other one? Oh, purpose. That's coming in as just a straight up gold into your space of purpose. And there's some karma that's being released from like your suffering in past lives when it comes to your purpose. There's a past life where you drove yourself to insanity based on some dogma that you had about what you were supposed to be doing. It was a religious lifetime, and you wound up kind of babbling, losing your ability to make sense. And Supreme Being is working with you to help you clear that karma. And that lifetime, the energy is clearing and it's being replaced with a really beautiful, cool powder blue. All right. I'm going to fill you in with the big gold sun. And thank you so much for that request. I'm going to do a quickie healing on everybody to help clear suffering. Actually, I'm going to let Supreme Being do this. So some of the energy that's getting cleared is like a belief that you have to suffer in order for something to have meaning when it comes to your purpose. Which is not true. I just want to say that. And then again, I see like this dry energy coming off of everybody that has to do with suffering for abundance and financial stability. And then the last part of this is clearing the suffering from the love space. The best way I can describe the energy that Supreme Being is clearing is like taking the energy of, I think, like neediness out of that love space. And that's getting a nice clearing. Yeah, and then that's being replaced with some really nice yellow gold. Okay, I'm going to fill that in with gold, like a gold sun. All right. Yeah, thank you for that request. That was a good one. Okay, I have another one here. Can you please clear any blockages in my left hip joint? I have arthritis there and left hip flexor. I'm in excruciating pain, getting a cortisone shot in my hip joint on Friday. Many thanks. Okay. Yeah, it looks painful. A lot of white energy being released, as well as red. Yeah, it looks like the bone is scraping bone, like that it's bone on bone. I'm going to have Supreme Being give you a healing too. And what I see going on is, because of the pain, there's a lot of tension around that hip, like resisting how much pain there is. So I'm watching Supreme Being clear a lot of that tension out of the joint. And then Supreme Being also is clearing the strain of the hip flexor. And that's a lot of red energy coming out, like a reddish brown. Good. You're doing a good job releasing, because that does look painful, especially that hip flexor. Okay. Now I'm going to start filling you in with some gold. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of the tension was taken out, and you got filled in with a lot of gold. All right. I hope that helps. And thank you for that request. Okay. Can you please do a healing on everyone's feet? I'm having foot stuff, and I know many people have foot stuff, or I know many people with foot stuff. Okay. Let's do the foot stuff. Well, first, I'm going to clean out the foot chakras. They tend to get clogged, and what I see is that they are clogged with very dark, excuse me, dark brown. Okay, and I'm helping get the earth energy flowing up through the foot channels. And each one of the joints in your toes, there's a little minor chakra. So I'm going to open up those minor chakras. Now, to the person that requested this, your right foot has a past life picture of being severely injured and kind of maimed in a war. I'm going to help you clear that picture. And then your left foot has a picture from a past life of being like twisted in an odd bone configuration. Like something was wrong with your bones. And that one's a little harder to clear. Your body has a pretty clear memory of that. It was like the foot was turned out so that you couldn't walk with your feet straight. Okay, that's releasing. And I'm asking Supreme Being to give everybody a next step healing on their feet. And I'm watching a lot of pain come out. Okay. Good. A lot of gold was brought into the feet. I like that request. Thank you for that. I'm just going to fill the feet in with the big gold sun now. All right. Thank you. Okay. This is a quick question. Is the flax, chia, hemp, 1 heaping teaspoon a day okay for my colon? Yeah, but no more. Like it's almost a little too much, is what I see. Just like if it's too heaping, it's going to be too much. So maybe not a real heaping teaspoon, but like a well-rounded teaspoon. Looks like that's more in alignment with your body. Okay. I feel like my business is stalling, many distractions, and I just want to get back on track. Also, I need to set the energy for peace at home so I can be productive and have my rest space. I've had a couple of health opportunities that would really benefit me for me having more time to rest and be with and be with in my space. Okay. So when I look at like a rose for your business, the rose is full, but there's a lot of dark energy in it. So let's get that out of there. It's a pretty yellow underneath, but there is some dark energy. And the good news is it's coming out pretty quickly. You're very good at shifting energy. Very good. Yeah, this is going really well. I'm just showing you kind of where that energy was stuck, and you're like, whoop, 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 going through it really quickly and changing it. There's a little bit of white energy coming out. And then there's some dark energy right in the center of the flower. So let me get that out. That is like competition and some jealousy directed at you. Good. I was waiting for that to clear, and now it's starting to release. Good. That looks so much better. The whole rose is now a light yellow gold. You're a very good creator. Okay, and then there was another part to that. Oh, you wanted a healing to your home space. What I'm looking at is some transmedium energy, and what I call transmedium energy is the residue of beings. So it's a bunch of white energy that needs to come out of your home, where beings come in and leave their energy. And then there's a layer of dark energy kind of up above, like above if you were standing in your house. It's above the crown chakra. And this energy to me is like hardship. And that's starting to come out. And the way that I see you resetting the energy in your home is a really nice, cool blue, like a light, cool blue. You're bringing that in throughout the whole home. I'm going to fill that in with gold. Very good. Good job. Keep creating. And thank you for that. Okay, I have been doing a 6-week antibiotic treatment for a bacteria infection in my gut. that has lasted for 7 years. The treatment is helping, but it makes me feel sick. Can I get a healing on this? Yes. Like I can see the energy that's making you sick, but it's part of the bacteria, the antibiotic treatment working. So I'll ground it. We'll see if that helps. So the good news is it is doing its job. The antibiotics are working. I know that's a little rough on your stomach, though. So what I'm clearing out is this salt and pepper colored energy that's very grainy. There it goes. You're starting to replace that energy that I just told you about with something that looks like a healthy gut lining, like it's a kind of a flesh tone color, but it's very neutral and soothing for the lining of your stomach. That's good. Good job. You changed the energy vibration of that. You did a really good job. I'm going to fill that in with a gold sun. And I don't know if you're doing this, but you might every day bring a gold sun into your gut and let that just kind of, that gold energy bleed throughout the gut, because um, those are really powerful antibiotics that you're on. And it looks to me like you could use that neutral vibration in there. So good luck with that. And thank you for the request. I would like a relationship healing. For you, what I'm doing is creating that relationship bubble and putting you and your partner in it, and then bringing that up to gold and letting Supreme Being give you guys both a next step healing. And there's a lot of energy coming out, a lot of other people's energy that's gotten into your relationship space. It looks like your boyfriend could use a forgiveness healing. And so I'm going to have Supreme Being give both of you a forgiveness healing. That's sweet. The healing is restoring some of the original magic that the two of you guys had in the beginning of your relationship that's kind of gotten whittled away by other people's energy in that space. And there's a calming going on to both of you. And you each are being reminded by Supreme Being of like your vibration of love. That's very sweet. Yeah, that was a good request. That was a very sweet healing. Okay, I'm going to fill you in, both of you in, with some gold. Okay. Thank you. Oh, me and my cats all have ringworm. Can you please help the healing process and the stress associated? Well, I'm not a doctor, but it looks to me like this has to do with your nervous system. And there's this high frequency, like kind of energy in your nervous system from this, as well as your cats. So I'm clearing that. The energy that I'm looking at in the nervous system is starting to release. And Supreme Being is helping you make a little bit of separation from your cats. Okay. Not knowing much about ringworm, that's kind of what I can see that needed to be addressed. I think it itches. I'm not sure, but it looks like it might itch and be sore at the same time. Okay. All right, I'm going to fill you all in with some gold. Really bringing that gold into the nervous systems. And good luck with that. Thanks for the request. I hope that works out and that you get rid of it real soon. Okay. We got back from vacation. My youngest son, Kion, has been more aggressive and talking meaner with more difficulties controlling his anger. Can you please help with this? There's a couple of things going on. There's a being in his space, but there's also an energy that he doesn't know how to get rid of. It's a pink-red energy. I'm going to help him release that and then kick the being out. You know, there's a lot of where he tries to emulate his older brother. And I'm not saying that's where the anger comes from, but I'm just saying that there's like a, a desire to be at the level where his older brother is. But obviously, there's such an age difference that that doesn't really work. I'm going to have Supreme Being give him a next step healing. He's also frustrated. Um, I don't know if this is true or not, but it looks like he's got a lot of sinus congestion still. Because I know he was sick for a long time, and it looks like that's still bothering him. Okay, some of that red and pink is coming out. I do think some of this has to do with his being sick for so long, that that's really starting to get to him. And then let me move the being out. Okay, that's starting to come out now. Okay, good, got that out. I'm going to start filling him in with some gold. That's good. He changed the energy in his space. So I don't see him as angry. And Supreme Being gave him a next step healing. Okay, I'm going to fill him in with the big gold sun. All right. Well, thank you for that request. Oh my gosh, you guys, thanks for hanging in there with me. I know we went a little bit over, but I hope all those healings help you out. And I'm going to wrap up with a next step healing from Supreme Being for everyone. Oh, this is good. The first thing that's coming out is disappointment. Disappointments and lack of harmony. the Supreme Being is bringing in some amusement. It's very important. And some divine love. I like that. And some guidance. And all of that is at a bright, bright yellow gold. All right. Gonna fill everybody in with a big gold sun. All right. Good job. Good job. Now we have another event coming up. Let me check real quick. Yeah, on Wednesday, there's a healing in the sanctuary on balance. So I will see you on Wednesday for a balance healing. And thanks for hanging in there with me tonight. I look forward to seeing you Wednesday. So got my eyes on you, and may it be with the blessing of divinity that this seek and you will find tonight be complete. Amen. All right. I'll see you Wednesday night. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.